There is an old story told in a quiet mountain village. Far away from crowds and noise, there lived a stonecutter. Every morning he walked to the cliffs, took a deep breath, lifted his tools, and carved solid rock. He never spoke about the harsh weather. He never mentioned how heavy the stones were, and he never complained when the rock cracked and ruined an entire day of work. People walked by and asked him the same question again and again. How do you stay so patient? How do you stay so calm? The stonecutter would simply smile, dust off his hands and say, "The mountain teaches me. It never talks, yet it shapes everything." This man became known for something rare. People trusted him. People respected him. People said he had a strange kind of strength that others could not understand. It was not loud strength. It was not physical strength. It was a strength formed in silence. Many years later, when the stonecutter was old, a young traveler asked him, "What is the secret that makes you so wise?" The old man placed a hand on the rock beside him and whispered, "Silence, intention, and mastery of the self. These are the laws." The traveler wrote those words in his journal. Sometime later, philosophers began calling them the 9 laws of the quiet mind. Today, we explore those laws through a Stoic lens. Laws that give you inner clarity, emotional stability, and a calm intelligence that makes you see what others cannot. Each law is simple, but each one shapes your character in powerful ways. Let us begin. Law number 1. Guard your struggles with silence. There is something strange about struggle. When it hurts, the first impulse is to speak, to complain, to explain, to tell the world how heavy the burden feels. But Stoic thinking teaches something different. Pain becomes louder when you give it your voice. A challenge becomes heavier when you repeat it to others. The stonecutter never spoke about the cracked stones, not because he was trying to appear strong, but because he understood a deeper truth. Your energy flows where your attention goes. If attention goes to the wound grows. If attention goes to the solution grows. Most people make their challenges bigger by retelling them to anyone who will listen. They describe every detail of what went wrong. They talk until the problem becomes a story they are trapped inside. A Stoic does the opposite. A Stoic deals with the challenge in silence, because silence sharpens action. Silence lets you see clearly. Silence gives space for solutions to rise. This does not mean you must carry everything alone. You can talk when it is necessary. But the habit of publicizing your pain weakens your internal force. Some storms must be faced quietly, not because you want to hide them, but because you want to rise above them. In silence, your mind becomes aligned with strength rather than suffering. This is the first law. Guard your struggles. Let your actions do the speaking. Law number 2. Protect your inner world and share selectively. Inside you exists a private landscape. Your hopes, your fears, your dreams, your wounds. This inner world is sacred. It shapes your behavior, your choices, your destiny. But there is a mistake many people make. They give everyone access to this inner space. They talk about their insecurities. They reveal their private thoughts. They share personal dreams with people who have not earned that level of trust. The Stoics believe this creates unnecessary vulnerability, not the healthy type of vulnerability that builds connection, but a careless exposure that allows others to interfere with your inner balance. Seneca wrote about this idea often. He warned that the heart must be opened slowly, patiently, and only to those who prove themselves worthy. Your inner world is like a quiet sanctuary. If you allow anyone to walk through the door, they will leave footprints everywhere. Some will misunderstand you, some will judge you, Some will misuse the information. Some will project their fears onto your dreams. So the Stoic approach is simple. Speak carefully. Share thoughtfully. Choose your confidants with intention. Your inner world is the soil where your life grows. Protect it. Nourish it. Do not allow careless opinions to pollute it. This is the second law. Law number 3. Let your achievements remain humble. When a person succeeds, the world expects celebration. Post it online, tell everyone, show proof, explain your greatness. But Stoicism invites you to consider something else. Bragging steals the purity of success. Boasting turns achievement into performance. Talking too much about what you have done shifts your focus from the inner reward to the outer applause. A Stoic knows that achievement is not about praise. It is about growth, progress, mastery, character. Think of the stonecutter again. The village admired his work, yet he never announced his progress. He simply returned each morning, picked up his tools, and carved the next stone. This is the essence of Stoic humility. Your work should speak louder than your words. Your discipline should explain itself. Your results should appear without noise. People who brag about success are often unsure of themselves. People who stay quiet and focused are building something real. When you keep your achievements humble, something powerful happens. Your motivation stays pure. Your discipline stays strong. Your character grows deeper roots. This is the third law. Do meaningful work. Let the work tell the story. Law number 4. Keep your plans quiet until they become reality. The fourth law is about strategy, not manipulation, not secrecy for the sake of mystery, but protection of your focus. When you speak too early about your future plans, you give others an opportunity to influence them. Their doubts may weaken you. Their opinions may distract you. Their expectations may pressure you. Your mind becomes filled with noise instead of clarity. This is why the Stoics believed that the future should be shaped in silence first. Plans need space to grow. They need time to mature. They need freedom from interference. Imagine planting a small seed. Would you keep digging it out of the soil to show people the roots? Of course not. You protect it until it grows strong enough to stand on its own. Your goals work the same way. They need quiet. They need patience. They need privacy. When you move in silence, you stay aligned with your own judgment. You avoid premature excitement. You remain grounded and focused. The fourth law is simple. Build quietly. Reveal only when ready. Let results arrive before announcements. Law number 5. Refuse to speak negatively about others. The fifth law is about emotional discipline. The world is full of gossip. People criticize each other without hesitation. Rumors travel faster than truth. But gossip destroys more than reputations. It damages your mind. It weakens your character. It poisons your spirit. The Stoics understood this. They believed that speaking negatively about others creates internal chaos. It shifts your attention outward instead of inward. It pulls you into drama instead of discipline. It makes you reactive instead of wise. A person who gossips loses control over their own focus. They become spectators in the lives of others rather than architects of their own life. You do not rise by lowering others. You rise by improving yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a wise person avoids judging others because every judgment is a reflection on the one who speaks. When you stop talking about others, something powerful happens. Your energy returns to your own life. Your attention sharpens. Your heart becomes cleaner. Your purpose becomes stronger. This is the fifth law. Lift your eyes from the noise. Speak only what builds. Let your silence be a shield against negativity. Law number 6. Perform good deeds without announcing them. There is a type of virtue that is pure, quiet, gentle, unspoken. When you help someone privately, the act becomes sincere. When you talk about it, the act becomes a performance. The Stoics taught that virtue is not a public show. Virtue is a reflection of who you are when no one is watching. A person who broadcasts their kindness is seeking praise. A person who practices kindness quietly is growing their soul. Think of a tree that gives shade. It does not announce, "Look at the comfort I provide." It simply offers its branches, day after day, without demanding recognition. Stoic kindness is the same. You give because it is right. You help because it is needed. You lift others because it aligns with your character. When you remove the desire for applause, kindness becomes a natural expression of your inner strength. Quiet, good deeds shape you from within. They sharpen your heart. They build humility. They create a quiet moral power that others feel even if they do not know why. This is the 6th law. Let your goodness be a natural movement of your character, not a public announcement. Law number 7. Guard your weaknesses while you strengthen them. Every human being has weaknesses. This is not a flaw. It is part of our nature. But there is an important distinction. A weakness that you acknowledge privately is a starting point for growth. A weakness that you announce publicly becomes a tool that others can use against you. The Stoics believed that weaknesses should be addressed in silence, not displayed. Not because you must hide yourself, but because careless exposure can invite unnecessary struggle. There is a gentle wisdom in working on your vulnerabilities quietly. No expectations, no judgment, no interference. When you speak about your weaknesses too freely, people may react in ways that hold you back. Some will pity you. Some will judge you. Some will use the information to manipulate you. Some will limit your opportunities. But when you strengthen yourself in silence, you grow without interruption. You rise without pressure. You improve without noise. A calm mind can turn weaknesses into strengths. A distracted mind remains trapped inside them. This is the 7th law. Study your vulnerabilities quietly. Strengthen them patiently. Protect your emotional armor as you rebuild it from the inside. Law number 8. Keep your deepest dreams in the sanctuary of your heart. Dreams are delicate in their early stages. They are like new fire. A soft wind can either help them grow or blow them out completely. This is why the Stoics believed that your deepest dreams should be protected until they become strong enough to withstand outside influence. Sharing dreams too early invites misunderstanding. Others may not see what you see. They may doubt you. They may judge you. They may project their limitations onto your vision. A dream should not be forced to survive other people's fears. It needs quiet. It needs patience. It needs time. When dreams remain private, they grow in purity. They are driven by your own desire rather than external approval. They keep their spiritual energy. They stay aligned with your authentic self. Not every dream needs to be explained. Not every goal needs to be announced. Some visions are meant to be held close to the heart until they blossom. This is the 8th law. Nurture your dreams in silence. Let them grow in sacred privacy. Reveal them only when they are ready to stand on their own. Law number 9. Embrace solitude as the root of inner strength. The last law is the foundation of all the others. Solitude, not loneliness, not isolation, but intentional solitude. Moments where you sit with yourself. Quiet space where the mind settles and begins to see clearly. Stoics valued solitude because the world is filled with noise. Noise from other people, noise from your own thoughts, noise from expectations and obligations. Solitude cleans the inner room of your mind. It helps you see what is essential. It reconnects you to your values. It strengthens your sense of direction. It teaches you how to be complete without constant company. In solitude, you notice your thoughts without reacting. You face your fears without shrinking. You explore your purpose without pressure. Most people avoid solitude because it reveals truth. Truth about who they are. Truth about what they want. Truth about what needs to change. But a Stoic welcomes this truth, because truth is the beginning of wisdom. You do not need a mountain or a silent cave. You need a few moments each day where you turn inward, where you breathe, where you listen, where you meet yourself. This is the 9th law. Find strength in quiet moments. Let solitude sharpen your mind and soften your heart. You have now walked through the 9 Stoic laws that give a person quiet wisdom. These laws do not shout, they whisper, but their power is deep. Guard your challenges, protect your inner world. Stay humble in success. Move strategically in silence. Keep your words clean of gossip. Perform good deeds quietly. Strengthen your weaknesses privately. Protect your dreams. Seek solitude. These laws shape a person slowly, the way water shapes stone, silently, patiently, with intention. You will not outsmart people by tricks or clever tactics. You will outsmart them by understanding yourself more deeply than they understand themselves. You will see clearly where others see confusion. You will remain calm where others panic. You will act with precision where others react with emotion. This is the power of the quiet mind. This is the wisdom of the Stoic path. This is the strength of the person who builds their life from within. Walk silently, think clearly, grow inwardly, and let your presence speak louder than your voice.